What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Time Capsule series. Today we have the next installment, God of War Chains of Olympus. Now, like I mentioned in my previous God of War videos, I wanted to do this somewhat chronologically. So, obviously you have to start with the first game that ever came out. So we started with God of War 1, and then chronologically, this game is kind of like a prequel to God of War 1. There's a couple, like this one and Ascension. They're both prequels. And then Ghost of Sparta is after God of War 1, before God of War 2. So, we are here with God of War Chains of Olympus. And this game has taken me quite a hassle to try and get to work. Because in true time capsule fashion, we have to capture the video from its original hardware, and this is a PSP game, meaning I need to capture the video from an actual PSP and not a modded one preferably, and not the PS3 HD versions of these games. So this has to be the PSP version, and I have my disc for this. And this was a pain in the ass to try and get to work, because I have the PSP, I have a PSP 3000, and I have the adapter, or not the adapter, the cable that lets you do video out through component on the PSP. And the problem with that is my adapter situation for the PS2 series was a composite adapter, so I thought, the left and right audio, those are the same, and then usually it's the green cable on the component out that does the video, and it was, but it was missing color, so it was just black and white. So I had to order a new adapter that has a component in and an HDMI out, and then hook that up to my splitter, and finally it worked. And I was able to crank the video to the progressive setting and the 16:9 aspect ratio, which only applies to the main PSP menu, not this game, or not the game menu. So we are stuck with this. And my microphone situation wasn't working. I tried using my actual little shirt clip-on microphone that I had from years ago, and the clip was broken. I tried every kind of glue I could, and just the way that the microphone fit into the clip, the glue just wasn't enough. Even super Gorilla Glue wasn't enough. And so I thought, I'll just tape it to my shirt. And then I realized that there is some kind of interference within the mic. The cable might not be 100% anymore. There might have been some damage along the way. All of that to say that we are back with the original iPhone microphone that still stands strong even today, above all my other options. So for this series, I have to edit it in iMovie, so for me I'm looking at it as a little black box, and I'll try and see if I can fit in the original aspect ratio. And I'll just crop the image so it looks full screen for you guys. But yeah, we're here with God of War on the PSP. You might hear the PSP disc loading in the microphone because I'm trying to hold it as far away from me as possible so it doesn't, but that's just the nature of the technology. So, we're going to start a new game, and we're going to start on Spartan. Again, hard. I'm not doing very hard. I have beat this game before, but again, I'm not a masochist. So we're going with hard mode. And the input lag is not here as I remembered, so maybe that was just through components straight to the TV. I don't know if that's different through an HDMI adapter. I don't know if game mode is on maybe on this channel. Who knows? But we're starting with Spartan. I thought there was dialogue there, so
Suffering for years,
there we go.
Kratos, the once
there's
great
subtitles.
general, now known as the Ghost of Sparta, had pledged himself as a champion to the gods of Olympus. In return, he hoped only to rid himself of the nightmares that haunted him for far too long. But for now, his only respite, his only relief from the sins of his past, was found in the heat of battle. And on this day, Kratos had been called upon by the gods to confront an unthinkable evil, unleashed on the city of Attica by the invading Persian army.
Alright, we're right into it, just like the first game, and just like every other God of War game. Now, for a PSP game, it looks pretty decent. Like, I don't know what other kind of... Like, there was a lot of good-looking PSP games of the time, but this game plays and looks just like the PS2 God of War, which, you know, that was probably got a ballista firing at us here. That's probably the attempt.
I must return fire.
No, you failed the Spartan army. Do I have to kick the ladders down? Can I do that here? Oh, maybe not just yet. But it's hard to think that the PSP game after this one, because this one wasn't a lot of people's favorites for whatever reason. I mean, maybe the story just wasn't as captivating as the other game was, and some of the other console versions. But, you know, for just getting the God of War feel to play on the go, this game absolutely did the job, especially since people didn't know that there was going to be a Ghost of Sparta anyway. You didn't have this on the go. This was the first kind of iteration of it, and it did very well in that respect. I don't think I have to kick these ladders yet. I think that comes later. Because, like, look at the background, look at the backdrop. You got the whole battle going on, you got that horizon, sun over there. Just looks incredible. Like, you just don't get portable experiences like this anymore because there's just barely any portable consoles. There's just the Switch, and that just gets normal games anyway on it. So, like, normal console games, just worse versions of them. So, returning fire. We have destroyed the ship. So, I don't think I will explain what the story of this game is just right off the hop. I think I'll leave it for as we go along, just because, you know, I don't want to spoil it, and there's not too many playthroughs or Let's Plays of this game on YouTube, I don't think, and I for sure have no idea if there's anyone actually playing it on the PSP hardware. I think what you see is probably emulation, or I think some of those were my guys, emulation, or just the streaming of the PS3 version, because I don't remember if these games made it to PS Now, or whatever the streaming service is called now, the PlayStation Plus stuff. I don't know, but we have to get used to not having all my powers anymore, because I go from this. The problem with going from God of War to God of War games, that you spent all that time leveling up and you get used to all the combos, and then now we're back to square one with nothing, just blocking and the basic attacks here. So I don't need that health chest right now. I'm going to open this door, and more button spamming, but it doesn't matter. Oh, never mind, we're still doing the button spamming. Thank God the button spamming got better after that first game. I don't remember the first game being that bad. I think the Vita version had fixed the button spamming issues. So, oh, I can block that. This is very similar to the Hydra fight, I guess. Hydra didn't shoot stuff like that, though. Similar animations. Health, got a health bar, though. That's nice. I gotta get used to my block. Okay. This guy kind of hurts. I forgot I'm on hard mode. He gives some health back. Okay. He doesn't have a tail like the Hydra does. He, like, flutters his ears a little bit. We can block. So, continue on. I did get the first block out. I don't know if I can block that. I'm gonna go with no. He's generous with the health. Alright. Quick time. Yeah, thank God there's no input lag. That would be absolutely brutal to try and do, because you'd have you'd have to do every boss fight twice. Okay, I'm hoping I stay in this area so I can get the health chest. Oh, never mind, I don't need it. Nice. We're doing well so far. A lot of the God of War games on the harder difficulties, well, at least hard mode, they start off relatively okay, but once you kind of get through the first kind of tutorial world, I suppose, then you start to feel the difficulty you're playing. And that guy even, takes out a lot of health just with his basic moves, but we don't have a lot of health to start off with. I really wish I had a solution to for the audio, because right now I can't really hear the game. It's just coming out of the TV, and I keep it low so I don't hear it echoing in the mic. I just have the capture card in OBS capturing the video audio itself just directly into the source, so that way the audio sounds as crisp as possible from the game, which is good. But it kind of sucks because I can't hear it. A lot of these games had like really good music and everything, so I'm not really too sure what to do about that. My MacBook is sitting on a table kind of in front of me here, so there's no real way for me to plug headphones into it, and even then, the headphones that I do have, well, the audio doesn't even go into the MacBook. It's just capturing the audio. It's not playing the audio out of itself. But we're at our first change with the PSP game, since there's no R2 and L2 buttons. Circle is the save. So I gotta find a new save spot. I've played this a few times before. That was my other attempt at hard mode. 2021 was the first time I really played this, I think, with this memory card. So, let's save it here. Perfect. July 30th. Okay. So, I saw a thing back here. I don't remember too much of this game either. It's not the one that I've really played through a bunch. Like the first one, or the main three, I guess. I've played those ones a lot more. But this one, not so much. I played it... Oh, come on. I played it once when I first got it, and just played it on normal mode, and then a little while ago I started a hard playthrough, but I never really sat down and played it. I just kind of played it every now and then, so you're not really invested in the story, and I didn't even get through that playthrough. I know the final boss in this game can be quite challenging on the harder difficulties, but maybe I'm just remembering it differently, so we'll have to see when we get there. But, alright. The game's playing very well so far, too, I must say. For, like, you gotta think about it. It's the PSP, which is not ridiculously powerful by today's standards, outputting what is presumably 480p, but, you know, it's on a modern TV, so 480p doesn't look as good as it could. And it's running somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 frames on my screen. The capture card can only do 30 frames that I have here, which is a bummer, but, you know, it is what it is. Dive! I can't dive yet. I haven't gotten Poseidon's trident from the first game. Okay. But yeah, like, it's a full, essentially, console game. I'm gonna take out these archer guys. I hate the archers in all the games. Full console game running at 480p on a handheld that is the size of some older smartphones, which is smaller. And the controls are good, the graphics are good, the frame rate is solid. Like, it's an enjoyable experience. If this is all you had back in the day, this would definitely cut it. So, I don't think there's any secrets here. I'm just going to take this health chest right now. And it's pretty amazing to think that they come around. Should have saved the chest. It's pretty amazing to think that the next game actually looks better than this one. Because this one, I think, used the PS1, PS2 God of War 1 model for Kratos. And he looks fine. Like, it's probably a slightly higher quality version of him. But, can I throw these guys? Can't throw them, but I can grab them, so I'll just take care of them quickly. They kept everything as true to the formula as possible. Alright. More ranged guys going after us here. The dodging in these games, though, is kind of rough. I know some people didn't like if you're not used to the God of War games, and you go back to play the original ones, I know some people don't like the right joystick dodging, like flicking it in the direction that you want to roll. I'm personally okay with it. It kind of gives you some freedom, and it's like something that you need to do really quickly, so you know, you gotta get to it and just flick the joystick, right? This game, because there is no second joystick on the PSP, they had to make do with what they had, and the dodging is holding L and R and just while you're moving, or it's not really a hold, it's more of like a tap. You tap the buttons and it just flings you in the direction that you're already pointing the little thumb nub thing, so it's not like the end of the world, it's just takes an extra second to try and do, and well, takes a little more remembering too, because if you're not used to it, then you can die depending on the difficulty that you chose to play on. But I think I'm kinda used to it by now, so it's not that bad. Let's get this chest here. Yoink. Gorgonite, nice. Let's get as many powers and as much health as we can here. I don't think there's anything under there. So let's break open this wall. Psych. I'm just gonna kick it down. So we're getting attacked by the Persian army. Is that what it said in the beginning? It's also nice that this game has subtitles. First game does not have subtitles. I don't think even in the remastered version it has subtitles, so I apologize for that. I don't know if they added it for God of War 2. I don't remember. But for this one, I'll keep them on. But if anyone's annoyed with them, I can always turn them off. It's only really during the cutscene, so it shouldn't matter too much. But oh boy, this is a weird angle looking at it on the TV, and the PSP joystick does not allow for a lot of precise movement. But we made it across. I don't think there's too many balancing sections in this game, so I don't think there should be a problem. Let's get through the door here.
What evil have you wrought on this city, Persian? Evil? It is not evil that I bring, Spartan. I bring the might of Persia and the sacrament of purification. As we speak, my basilisk cleanses this land so that it may embrace the glory of the Persian Empire. Olympus has sent a message, and I am here to deliver it. Then you are just a messenger. So take this message back to your little gods. It will take more than a pathetic Spartan to stop the power of the Empire.
Little does this guy know, I have a game after me. Okay. So this guy is the leader of Persia, I presume. And I don't remember if he's that tough. He does have a super, not a superpower, but some kind of magic power to him. So let's see how we, yeah, that can be pretty deadly. I guess we can block that fire sword attack that he does, but it puts us out of commission for a second. We can't parry just yet. He's got some health to him. Okay. So yeah, through that cutscene though, it looks like the Kratos model is a lot better. Like they added some depth with his teeth and everything. I guess, so it's not quite the same as the original model, but, you know, it's pretty similar. Watch. It's hard to say whether this one looks better than the PS2 original game or not, because that game was just really fuzzy. This one is not, you know, the highest resolution, but it is also over sharpened, it would seem. We seem to be doing well so far. This guy just has a few basic attacks, which, oh, there we go. Oh, the button spamming is so much nicer in this game. Little hitch there.
Please, spare my life, and I will give you all that you ask. You have nothing I want, Persian. Take my kingdom, my women, my gold. I won't take your riches, but I will take your life.
He did say anything. This counts as anything. Ooh. Oh my god, you have acquired the Efreet. Alright, that's our first power. So, how do you do the powers in this game? Oh my god. That's not good. I don't remember how to do the powers. Is it, oh my. I turned hints off, so I don't remember. Because, you know, there's no R1, or there's no R2 and L2 to activate stuff here. I thought it was bound to one of the face buttons. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's R, you press the R button, and then face button that it's attached to. And I think we're getting out of here, so let's just abuse the power. Why not? Show it off. Tank the frame rate a little bit. That's the one thing that the PS3 version improved on, was the frame rate, because I'd like to think the PS3 can, you know, run a PSP game at 60 frames. Okay, let's see what's... Aha, the room that's in every God of War game.
Is there anything we can do to repay you?
This one's looking a little more rough than the PS2 game, but, you know, for the full God of War experience, and for just actual in-game experience, you know what time it is. Alright, completed. We got some experience. I don't know. Don't have quite enough yet to upgrade the blades. What is this? 3,500 right off the bat. Jeez. Increased damage, Demon Inferno. I don't remember what the power-ups are in this game. This one's the one that I do remember just because it's from the beginning of the game. But I really don't remember what the other ones are. But as the way I usually play these games, upgrade the blades first. Because that's your main weapon, you'll always have them, so it's best to do those first. Shoot, I missed. But I think with this game and the other game, because they are shorter than the console games, the balancing had to be retuned a little bit, meaning you get significantly more experience for doing things in this one. Okay, there is a puzzle here though, or a secret with the ballista, because there's a building that you have to shoot across here somewhere that lets you open a chest, but if you don't do the part here, you miss it. So, we gotta be careful here. I don't remember what building it was. Kick. No. Kick. Goodbye. Let's see. What did that thing say? The basilisk? Something? Okay. Maybe I can shoot him first and then see where to shoot the other building. Okay. Gotta do this. It's not really damaging much, but you know, if he thinks he is, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That guy's just gonna do my thing. Fire away. Okay. Now... where's that ladder? Where's this guy come from? Over here. Goodbye. So, maybe let's just see if we fire it again in this direction. Let's see if it breaks anything. No. Huh. Maybe it's not this part. Maybe it's a different part? Oh my god, come on. Okay, that ladder's just there forever now. Because you wouldn't... No, you can't turn it any further. I don't think you'd jump anywhere further to the left. So, let me just try turning it again. That might have broken something? It's hard to tell from here. I don't think you have to shoot it twice. Because the ballista locks in 3 positions. This way, and then the other position that we just had it in, the final one. I think that broke something. That looks destroyed. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Well, I'm pretty sure we get over there eventually, so we'll see when we get there. If not, I'll just reload the save and then see, because I'm pretty sure that it's over there, and I'm pretty sure this is the part that you do that at. So, we'll see. I don't know. My memory with this game is very limited. Looks like we... Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you can't come back here when you leave. So it must have been there. I don't know. When I was on my hard playthrough, I was just... I don't know, I glitched the game out or bugged it out or something. And I could see through one of the walls. Oh, jump off. I could see through one of the walls on the building over there, and you could see a chest through it. So, and I was thinking, you know, is there a way to unlock it here or whatever? And then I think I looked it up, and it was in the ballista part, I'm pretty sure. So, let's see. I'm gonna go down on this elevator. One thing I also realized during that very beneficial mini-game back there that was cut out is that the joystick prompts are brutal on here. Like, there's very little articulation with this joystick, even compared to the Vita joysticks. Like, they're small, but they're good for what they are. This is very flat and does not allow for the fastest movement in the world. So you gotta be like, you gotta be ready. Okay, where are we now? Cyclops with the basic movesets. Buddy, even if you hit him, you just missed. Okay, let's see how well this is gonna go, because I have basic moves, but these guys are taking his attention for me. That's not good. Get out of the way. Boom. Okay, it doesn't hurt too much. Can't stagger him though. This attack does not stagger him. He's not phased. Oh wait, maybe he was. Maybe he just doesn't have to be locked in an attack of any kind. This environment's pretty cool. I like the this. I think that's just the Spartan symbol on the bottom there. Are we in Sparta or are we in Persia? I think we're in Sparta. I don't know. One of the games, I'm pretty sure it's this one, you actually get to go to Sparta, which is the only game you actually get to go into Sparta with. This guy seems pretty easy, it's just he's really healthy. Oh, we seem to be doing fine. I don't really want to... There's a magic chest. I guess I could use my magic a couple times here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Quick time. Quick time. Quicker time. 60 frames boost right there. Alright, this guy's gone. We get health from him. Okay. That's not so bad. I think we're starting to loop around to where that building would be. I don't think there's any secrets over here. Health chest that I don't need. Magic that I could probably come back to if I really need it. But I only use magic once. I've seen other playthroughs on YouTube of the God of Wars, and people rely so heavily on magic. Oh, okay, maybe I can't come back here. Is that door gonna fall? No, okay. Oh. That's not fair. I couldn't see them. They hadn't rendered in yet. People rely very heavily on magic, which, you know, if you're doing a magic build and know what you're doing, it's okay. But if you're like, you know, first time playing and you're relying on magic, you're gonna get killed so many times. Because while it does give you a lot of opportunity for magic and just collecting it and everything, you can't rely on it. It's not always gonna be there. We got another save. I'm gonna skip this save actually, just so I can see if that building area is. I'm gonna risk it. Not gonna use the save because I don't want to have to make two separate saves and then just forget about one of them. That looks like the building there though. So let's see. Got some archers up there. Gotta get rid of them. Shoot his own guy though. The side looks busted there. A couple archers over there. Let's just check here real quick. Yes, it was the right building. It's open. That's kind of a brutal hidden secret thing, because if you miss it and you save, you're done. I mean, I suppose it's right at the beginning of the game, so it's not that bad. You can always just restart the game from a clean save file. But still, I wouldn't want to do that. Shoot me, yep. Kick this down, there we go. Those are blocked. Oh my god. You can die there? Okay, well, it doesn't appear that the no save didn't hinder me in any way. I guess it's just if I quit right now, but I'm not gonna quit at this moment. Continue on and experience the beginning part of God of War. Chains of Olympus, probably one of the more forgotten games, because every time people are thinking about the God of Wars who've never played them before, they are very unaware of the fact that there were PSP games. And the PSP games, especially Ghosts of Sparta, are pretty relevant to the story, the main story. Alright. So that's probably a feather, yep. They took out the animation for the feathers. And the Gorgon Eye is probably to conserve space. God of War Chains of Olympus is still a victim of the classic PSP compression audio, where, I mean, if you've played a PSP game, you most likely know what I'm talking about, where some audio just sounds either like really reused in other games or very crunchy or compressed. And, you know, it's just a limitation of the technology. Like, a DVD at the time was considerably larger. It was 8 full gigs, and while that's absolutely nothing today, most update files for games are larger than 8 gigs. That was huge, like, maximum storage for games back then. Like, even PC games, most of them were on CDs and shipped on multiple CDs, but consoles and like the PS2 and the Xbox started shipping with dual layer DVDs, which allowed them for those 8 gigs of storage. And the PSP, can I upgrade my blades? Not just yet. The PSP had 1.8 gigs, I think, of storage with the UMDs, which, again, sounds even worse today. But compared to, what's the PSP against? The DS? Like, I don't even know what the storage capacity of a DS cartridge is, and I bet you it's, like, minuscule compared to that. So, you could have games like this which looked like PS2 games, and in some cases, PS2 or like multi-console releases of games had the full PS2 version on the PSP. That's what made it really cool. It was actually a portable PS2. I'm thinking of a couple of the Star Wars games did it actually. Republic Commando, or not Republic Commando, Republic Heroes, which I know is not a lot of people's favorite. That was one. Lego Star Wars 2, which is one of my all-time favorite games, because I played it a lot as a kid. That one's like a direct console port, just with some graphics toned down a bit, but it still runs really well. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, that one was also, oh jeez, that guy shot me mid-animation. That one was also a full console port, and actually had its own unique features. There was like a battle scenarios mode, which lets you play as other characters from not in the game. Like you could play as Luke or Anakin or Obi-Wan or whoever in different scenarios. You just don't get that anymore with console games. It's just really sad. Like I really wish, and there's always those leaks or rumors of Sony, you know, they have a patent for alright, magic these guys. Or they always have the patent for you know, a new console game coming out, or a new portable console coming out. But you know, these things you can't believe until you see them, right? So while I would love for that to happen, I just don't know what that would look like in a modern sense. What do I need this box for? Is there, there's probably, there was a body that you could carry, and there's this box, so I'll have to see. Can you still launch guys in the air? Okay. The kick button was moved to R, so let me get one of those. Wow, kicked that pretty far. But you just don't get that experience anymore. It's kind of sad, because almost portable console versions of games weren't the best thing in the world. You know, if it was done properly like this, it was outstanding. Like, I can't imagine in 2008 what this must have felt like. You know, God of War 2 had just come out the year before, and you know, PSP is on full throttle. It's the ultimate portable machine, so to speak. It's what Sony was probably saying about it. You could watch full movies, you could watch or listen to music and everything, and download games, and to have a full God of War game on it, it's insane. Alright, buddy, what do I need you for? This door, probably. That was easy. The joys of knowing what comes next in the game, because you've played it before. You get to skip a lot of the annoying parts where you have to try and find things. Oh, come on, I'm 4 orbs away from upgrading my blades. Is that enough? 1? Oh, okay, there we go. This should give me at least 1. And is it gonna... No, it's okay. I don't know if it's because I have hints turned off or not, but it's not gonna tell me. But, enough. Alright, we got the Cyclone of Chaos, my favorite move. And I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, the kind of fixed version. This is the more of what you saw in God of War 2 than God of War 1, because that one was kind of just, like, not good. It's not very useful. It only hits enemies in front of you, and it's a really bad animation to get locked into. But we're gonna do some health and magic here, and see where, I think the boss comes after this part, maybe. Get a save at 147, or that was the last save. 2:04 in the morning. We have a not great sleep schedule here, but this is the only time I have to make videos. Either I'm working or doing stuff around the house, so this is the time that I have, and that's fine. I edit them during the day when I get time. It's usually not that much of an editing hassle. It's just, matching audio because I have to take the audio from my phone and then match it with where I'm doing stuff in the game and hope that it's correct. Otherwise it sounds weird to me because I know when I said certain things and when it doesn't match. Okay, enough of my existential crisis. This looks very arena-like. Yeah, I saw a break in the right there, but I don't think we're going to get to it just yet. I have level 2 blades now. Ooh. Okay, can I get in that wall, or is that... Okay, that's unblockable. No, that's for not right now. Okay. It's pushed me back. Frame rate's struggling a little bit here. Oh, L and R. It gives health. Not a lot of health though. I blocked that. Okay, I've got to be really careful with my blocks then, because it seems he's kind of quick. Oh boy, that's a... Oh, okay, that hurt. Seems like a jumping attack. Okay. Do it. Yep. Jump over it. Perfect. Let's do a magic. I don't know if that hurt him or not. He seems relatively unfazed. Another one. Yep. Nice. We're pushing him back again. We're gonna get another L&R here. Got it. He's not giving a lot of health back. Jeez. Okay. Ow. Okay. What's the move here? Oh boy. Why don't you just get a bunch of these things? Like, these are pretty deadly. Ow. Circle. Quick time event. Probably rotating the circle. Still standing. Good lord. Oh! I survived. Thought for sure I was dead because that attack does serious damage. We're in good shape here. One of those ones. Gives us lots of magic back. Oh! Yeah, we're probably hovering around the 30 frame mark right now. I mean, it's not going to look any different on the capture card, but to my eye on the TV, it's definitely fluctuating. I figure that's going to be the case with God of War 3 too. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, those things stay in the ground for a while. I am one hit. Circle. God of War 3 does not run at a stable 60 frames as much as it wants to aim for it, but the capture card only runs at 30, and very rarely does God of War 3 on the PS3 get down to 30, so... Gave me no health? Come on. Ah. Man, getting hit by that one fire attack right at the beginning kind of killed me. Oh, and we're back here. Lovely. I've also been wondering about doing a face cam for these videos. I'll see, maybe. Maybe I'll do it at some point. I don't know, because it's just my main phone. I don't think I have enough storage to film an hour-long 1080p video on it anyway. But I have other iPhones that are older that some of them are erased, so it would probably be fine. They probably have enough storage for it. Oh, come on. Come on. But, because stitching them in iMovie wouldn't be that hard, but I'd have 3 sources at that point probably. I'd have the microphone audio from one phone, and then video from the other phone, and then the main recording that has the audio attached to it. Alright, let's not mess this up here, because I don't think I can take a failed hit here. Okay. Circle. Did I get him? I did. That has to be the end of you.
Fulfilling his commitment to the gods, Kratos defeated the basilisk brought forth by the Persians. But this small victory would not satisfy the man who had come to be known as the Ghost of Sparta.
Is this all you would have me do? Is there nothing else?
Seeing the sun plummet through the sky and the world plunge into darkness, Kratos knew this was not a sign from the gods.
What treachery is this?
Setting his sights on the glowing horizon, Kratos made his way toward the mysterious light. But there was more afoot than Kratos could possibly know. In the darkness, Morpheus, the god of dreams, awakened to a world where he and only he wielded power. The land was slowly overrun by a black fog that engulfed everything it touched.
Damn. Forgot that these games also made do with other gods that, you just don't see in the main trilogies. Which, I know, probably makes sense why they weren't in it after you played these games. But, alright. Well, let me find a save point here. I think we're one away on each for getting an upgrade. But, I'm wondering if the subtitles are going to mess up how I get my thumbnails. Can I drop? Oh, you have to hold X to drop. God, all these controls. Oh, PSP's loading stuff. How much is it to upgrade this? 3,500. That's a lot. Okay, got some climbing sections to do. Got a lot of, you know what? I don't know how upgraded the PS3 version is to this other than like pure frame rate and resolution, but I bet you they didn't look too far off. Like, I bet you this looks pretty decent compared to that one. Just with the textures and everything. Okay. The City of Marathon. Cool name. That looks like where we have to go. And I broke something there. Alright. Got our other save point here. The checking of the time, 2:15. Alright. I think I will leave that episode here. We're at around 55-ish minutes. Not bad for the first episode of this Time Capsule series. I'm really hoping it all works out in iMovie, because like I said before, it was a hassle trying to get this to work. Lo and behold, recording off of the PSP was never in Sony's mind when they made it. But, with the will of modern technology, things are possible. Oh, you can launch enemies in the air, okay. Things are possible. And rather than just cheaping out and doing it on the PS3 or emulating it, I want to try and make this as unique as possible, as, down to the source material as possible. So doing it from the PSP is the only way to go, and I was not going to be satisfied until I got it off the PSP. So, with that being said, thank you everyone for watching this episode of God of War, this episode of the Time Capsule series. I'll try and get some more of these out, and maybe in between I'll get some some Red Matter videos in there as well, just because I really like doing the VR series, as it's a little change of pace from just sitting down and playing a game. But with that being said, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.